Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to discuss the top 5 ways to earn the most money from Ubereats. Alright, tip number 1, choose your starting location. My strategy on choosing a starting location is to go to an area that has multiple Uber Eats restaurants in the vicinity. The reason I do this is to save money on gas. Often I'll be less than 1 to 2 minutes away from the restaurant when the Uber Eats app gives me an order. And the second reason is I like to have repeatable orders. So sometimes I'll go to a densely restaurant populated area. I'll go out for a delivery and I'll drive right back to the same area. And that way I'm able to bang out multiple orders in a row. That's one strategy. There are conflicting strategies out there that say save your gas. Once you deliver an order, stay in the same area and then go to the next spot that Uber Eats tells you to go. I tried that strategy, and the reason why I reject it is because we don't get paid for the travel to the restaurant. So if you use that strategy, you may go 10 minutes away, then 12, then 15. And it's like a repeating cycle where you spend most of the day driving to the restaurants as opposed to delivering the food and making the most money. So, tip number 1, choose your starting location wisely, and then choose the locations you travel back to wisely. I even go so far as to go offline on the way back to my particularly chosen locations. And my locations often have easy parking and less trafficked areas than densely populated cities, which leads to tip number 2, choose your boost carefully. Boosts can be a blessing and a curse with Uber Eats. You know, sometimes you can get up to 2 times boost, so you can earn more money, but often the boost times, especially in major metropolitan cities like the one I live in, Seattle, the traffic is so heavy that it negates the benefits of the boost. Sometimes it would be better to skip the boost areas entirely and simply bang out 2 or 3 orders in areas with less traffic. But the best time to use boost is on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, especially Sunday, when there is very little traffic. The boost is still going and order rates are way up on the weekends, especially Sundays. So use boosts carefully, and if there's a boost that's in an area with less traffic, definitely make sure to get out there doing boost times. Alright, third tip, accept deliveries selectively. Of course, Uber recommends that you accept 80% or more of the deliveries, and I suggest that you do that as well. But make sure that you use the ones that you reject carefully. It is very often not worth it to travel 15 minutes to go to a restaurant for a $4 or $5 delivery fee. So feel free to decline those offers. Do not accept every offer that comes up on Uber Eats. You'll regret it and you'll make less money for doing it. Alright, tip number 4, cancel when it's appropriate to cancel. Now, I don't recommend canceling often, and in order to stay active with the application, you have to make sure you're not canceling all the time. But you will find times in which deliveries are very hard to actually accomplish. The pickup location will be in places where parking is impossible I don't recommend I don't recommend canceling orders just because the pickup is difficult. But sometimes it's just impossible, and it would take 20 minutes to actually do the pickup. Just cancel the order, move on with your life. It's not worth the hassle, not worth the stress, and most importantly, you'll earn more money. Because the time that you would have spent negotiating the parking or doing this incredibly difficult pickup, you could have already done a few other orders. So I definitely recommend use that cancel button when appropriate. Don't do it often, just when necessary. All right, the fifth way to make sure that you're making the most money is curbside service. If you live in an area that recommends to the customers that they meet you outside, wait for them outside. Don't get out and try to deliver the food. Now I know that might seem the reverse on how to make the most money, because you might want to try accumulating tips with Ubereats. Don't bother trying to get the tips from Uber Eats. Uber Eats discourages the customer from tipping anyway. So give them 5 minutes to meet you out where they should be, or move on. And the benefit of that is you get paid for the delivery, and you get to get the food. If you live in an area that is door service, well, you might have to deliver to the door. But in that case, I recommend Doordash or Postmates, because Uber Eats, where you have to go to the door, probably isn't really worth it. All right, so to sum up: 1, choose your starting location wisely. 2, make good use of Boost. Don't always go out in Boost, but definitely make sure to check when Boost is active, how much is the Boost, and if it's worth it. Have a strategy when you go out for Boost. 3, accept selectively. 4, cancel orders when appropriate. And 5, curbside service. Now, if you use those 5 tips, I promise you're going to make more money than you were making before if you're just starting out. And if you have differing opinions than mine, go ahead and share them with me in the comments down below. And if you like the video, hit like, and if you really like it, hit subscribe. All right, thanks.